The solution to the Anglophone crisis in the northwest and the southwest region of Cameroon, my country people them. As this May they can finish, I will make a statement. I put out a white paper about my opinions about how to solve the Anglophone crisis inside Cameroon. So a few people they ask me questions them, so I say make an answer them for una and put una minds at ease. But before I continue, I want make una understand say I dey talk today about Anglophone crisis, not Ambazonia terrorism. Yes, the only solution to Ambazonia terrorism is Kumkumization. But today, I dey talk now about Anglophone crisis. You get to distinguish the difference. The two, they be separate and opposite. I go explain. The Anglophone crisis now about Anglophones wanting better living conditions and wanting their lives to be improved, whereas Ambazonia terrorism, it instead destroy the Anglophone communities, stopping picking them if they no go for school, destroy schools, hospitals, killing Anglophones, torturing Anglophones, kidnapping them for ransom. That is Ambazonia terrorism. The two, the only link where they be linked now say, Ambazonia terrorists, they feed on the agitation by the Anglophones because of the Anglophone crisis. So the Ambazonia terrorism, they use now the Anglophone crisis as an excuse for carry guns them and then torment the Anglophone population. Whereas the Anglophone crisis, it be something where it be legitimate grievances to a greater extent of the Anglophone experience in Cameroon.
He still has scars on his body 1 year after he was attacked and fire set on his body by armed men in the southwest region of Cameroon. Kingsley says he was kidnapped, tortured and fuel poured on him by those he says are separatist fighters.
One of them said, "Give me that petrol." Take the petrol, they sprayed my skin. They light it.
The armed men went on to burn his house, killing his 7-month-old pregnant wife.
I have 2 kids and a wife who was pregnant, 7 months. She was sleeping. She's dead. She burned in the house. If I think of my wife, I think of revenge.
So now I don't make that point very clear. I go read the white paper where we put them out. I talk say the solution to the Anglophone problem lies with the Anglophones. First, the Anglophones have to decide on this question. What do Anglophones want? The only way for Anglophones to decide on this question is to come together in a conference and honestly deliberate, diagnose what the Anglophone problem is, and come up with a consensus and propose a solution. Anglophones should be able to articulate their problem in one sentence that is unambiguous and propose a solution that is also simple, easily articulated in one sentence or a slogan. A people who are divided can never progress. A people who do not know what they want can never be satisfied. And we are all in agreement that Anglophones are too divided. So the solution lies with this reality: unity in purpose. That is where the key to the Anglophone problem lies. We are not united, my country people them. But I continue. Once Anglophones come together, they can then speak with one voice to demand a solution from the central government. The mistakes that some make is that they think that they are more Anglophones than others. So, what is the Anglophone problem? The Anglophone problem stems from infighting amongst Anglophones that has led to the Anglophones to consciously and deliberately give up the powers they had under the federal constitution. So, in conclusion, I talk say an Anglophone conference is needed. We need a conference by Anglophones, amongst Anglophones, to diagnose the Anglophone problem and to offer solutions. Only those who shun violence should be invited. I repeat, only those people the way they no want anything to do with violence should be invited to partake in the conference. And that ends my white paper and my solution to the Anglophone crisis. Now I go answer some of our questions then. So people they don't ask me, say, countryman, maybe not the same thing that way Cardinal Toomey and Dr. Simon Munzu they will propose them. I say yes, not the same thing. And then they ask again, say, so why Yaounde be stop him? My answer to them now say, no be Yaounde be stop him. No be Yaounde it be sabotage Cardinal Toomey ye initiative for hold the Anglophone conference. The people the way they sabotage them now the Ambazonia terrorists. When I feel go Facebook, YouTube, social media, it get all the videos. Capo Daniel and Ayabacho, to be precise, now them be call people them, threaten people them, target people them, say they go kill them, they go do this if they attend or they take part in any of those such things them.
Cardinal Toomey died with a lie in his tongue. For the record, I believe say Cardinal Toomey be the fight only for be relevant for Paul Biya. So my do broke and give a pigeon, me all our country people that here. The whole idea Big B na for create the national dialogue with Paul Biya can announce am. We be tell na say na Simon Monzo a plan will be submitted for them. We will even bring the documents the way it began for they who will present those leaked documents them. They will want to create a national dialogue on the so-called Anglophone conference. The prelude for that conference was the AGC, the All Anglophone Conference. It will be all part of the same package. For start with the AGC and then go for the national dialogue. And all of them fail woefully because it will be an attempt not to resolve the people's aspiration or to address it. It was to suppress it. It was to neutralize our formation and the leadership that represented those aspirations. Where, Pa, His Eminence, now you the lie so, His Eminence did not stand up to speak on behalf of those people, but he decided to learn his personality, his prestige behind Simon Monzo to disguise a package to deliver federalism which will not even be accepted, as they have demonstrated that the whole national dialogue end up with decentralization, which we knew from the start that they will bring federalism to gather us as so-called Anglophone and then take us and accept. When they have neutralized our leadership, they will go now and accept on our behalf decentralization. So that is why we made sure that that AGC is discredited, that AGC have no legitimacy, and it failed and it did not hold. And the national dialogue was void of our participation and void of the representation of the conflict.
So also, if Cameroon government or Yaoundé if it stop the so-called Anglophone conference, why they not be stop the first one will be hold? When I remember the first Anglophone conference and the second conference, why Yaoundé not be stop them? But the results from the first Anglophone conference and the second Anglophone conference, na Ambazonia terrorism it produce them. So even if Yaoundé it be stop them, it get every right, because the first two conferences the way Anglophones they be hold them, what did it bring? It produced Ambazonia terrorism. That's what it produced. SCNC, Amba terrorism. I hope say I don't answer your question. So some other person tell me say, but if Cardinal Toomey be propose them, it no hold then. Why I think say it go hold now? The difference not time. Timing. Back then, when Cardinal Toomey be proposed Anglophone conference, it wasn't the right time. Now, not the right time. Why? Because of the dynamic on the ground. Ambazonia terrorism has been largely defeated. The Anglophone population, they don't tire the nonsense. The Anglophones, them now, not them, they actively talk, say, we want peace. They know they still talk about agitation, federation, form of state, or form of government, or any of those things. The Anglophone, they just talk about it. We want peace. So, Ambazonia terrorism defeat. Now, wait it that way, it don't facilitate and it make it possible for we for fit hold this conference. So back then, when Reverend Cardinal Toomey and Dr. Simon Munzu they proposed them, it wasn't the right time. And I why that way, even though I've been noticing that a brilliant idea and nobody support them because I knew it would not work then. Because the Ambazonia terrorists, when the Anglophones themselves, not them sabotage them, it don't get nothing to do with Francophone. Anglophones they don't hold the first general conference and the second one. Why Yaoundé nobody stop them? Cameroon government no get time. When I want hold a conference, when I go hold a conference. As long as no get nothing for destabilize Cameroon, good luck. Go and hold your conference. So now is the right time because Ambazona terrorism has been pacified to the stage where they be irrelevant and inconsequential. And now why that way now, that kind of conference, if it hold, and it go hold not only inside the Anglophone zone, inside Boya, inside Bamenda, inside Manfe, inside Kumba, inside Batiboseb, inside Kumbo, if it hold. Amber terrorists, they not get no teeth for bite. They feel only back, make noise for Facebook. But back then, when His Eminence, Cardinal Tumi, be still there alive, they advocate for this program, enough of it hold. Because the Amber terrorists, they still get some leverage for threatening people then, because that's what terrorists do. And now why that way for this initiative, for this white paper where I write them, I talk say only people the way they do away or they deny violence, they shun violence, should be invited to participate. But if you want to carry the guns, we will kick you out and keep you out. And for make my point abundantly clear, I go let the same Amber terrorists they explain for una. This conversation, these two audios where I go play for una, they come out now within an Amber terrorist, their forums. This is the state of Ambazonia terrorism. Una listen and una understand the kind of content, the kind of debates and conversations where they get them now in all of the Ambazonia terrorists, their WhatsApp groups, their Facebook chats, and all social media activities. This is the state of Ambazonia terrorism. Una listen.
Wetin be una problem with surrogacy? Why una feel wicked on we for the extent? Wetin be wrong with una? So una really crossing una water then so go land for that place, nothing no enter una brain, no impact, not just nothing. So all we feel expect for una can be doing a small story be around for hotel, all these things. Now all that we will feel ever expect from una. Nothing again. Una not get used. Una not really get used, that be clear.
Again, you don't get into the generalization we're not like. First of all, that thing where the talk say the problem is there for diaspora, not there for ground, now a big lie. And at the deceit, if you're there for down, now that kind of thing where people they always point finger now for the other side. No man, no one look inside. They fight there for down. If we not for down, be really uphold which way the claim say we not they do for down there. That's where I go get which kind of impact. And my comrade. Which kind of impact diaspora it go get if we not for ground be there the community where the claim say we not there.
Yeah, house. Good morning. I hope all we dey fine. It don't be a little while I never contribute because I discover say a house now only noise for nothing. Yeah, nobody know the same to know why we gather for here, but instead we struggle now for entertain ourselves inside the forum. The forum just like a consoling place where we can meet there, we console ourselves. Not be say the forum it get anything for do for look for a way out for this problem. Yeah, some comrade don't lament fine. Say this struggle don't can make we discover who we be. Yes, that one are true. I don't cry inside the forum so many times. Say why it be say when I don't leave on our country of origin, Amazonia, cross so many waters so they then find ourselves for other land. Instead for get sense, instead for resemble human being, una instead carry and hate for ngangu, una hate daily the one for devil. I don't ask that question instead there so many times. So now the same question with my brother lament in another way. He see how Ambazonians are wicked. Not true. Not true. Ambazonians they be terribly wicked. They be terribly wicked. Yeah. You see, many people they really see what will happen with this struggle. If we for Grand Zero be handle this struggle on our own, so that by now the struggle would not reach some level. But from the time where they transfer this struggle, send them for overside. Una decide for transform this struggle in something where everybody, because the struggle can expose una, it can expose. When we would say Saudi Cameroon, they mostly una, they are not be we. We all day here will still be confined, will still be in a community, will still get some relevance inside relationship. But we are not there like that out there. This struggle shows say we will be terribly separated from each other. Yeah, we will be terribly divided. We will be terribly wicked as we are out there. We will get now one thing, and when the thing takes spoil this struggle. Wait to be the thing. Una instead struggle for make una self me una be relevant. Then for in that course now the struggle now become irrelevant. Because una instead struggle for project una individual selves. This struggle can make them una form small WhatsApp groups them, socket una selves inside. Any man start struggle for proof being relevant. Any man a man where 1 million see like some better person. Person where on chop last all. He go come inside forum, make noise, disturb points them, but he never bring out one. I mean, he never even suggest some point may even be wrong before most start thinking and say, but the people they bring us so move check and whether we manage them or they are where they not ever suggest like that but they want to be relevant because they hold a cell phone in their hands and they belong in one of our forums. So some of we, where God help we plenty with the see ahead of time. We make and we lost me in particular. I lost honor. I lost respect for any of my brother where they out of the country too much. Because the thing can make us see una look useless. I mean, when they say people them, I mean, the man say be doctor. The man say be, I don't know that I be acquire the doctor now. How now one thing that way picking with me a teacher man. Picking with me a teacher where the picking get only all level. When I meet the picking, he say, please sir, the way they explain things for me, it makes sense to the city. Then some of you now, when I only say una be doctor, una be this and that, yet una talk to be na love. Una reasoning na love. Everything na fighting. I know this seem to see some cohesion inside una strategism. The strategy, we are not even getting a strategy. Carry today when I talk, we are not getting no one strategy. We are on say frontline leader, they all hold the struggle hostage, so now no contribute, no 5 rounds again. We are still not alive. The pass una 4. I be ask una say 4 for them pass una. 4 for them no fit pass una. If they pass una, gonna be useless. That's it. I go use that word for una. If una they still cry out there, say Ayabachi, they do this. Sako, they do this. This man, if una they still cry and una no fit find a way out, then you people are useless. Let me use this word again. You people are useless. We no video for down here, leave una for out there. Then 4 for them and say una can't cry for forum. Una cry with it. I tell una, pass them a vote of no confidence and move on. And not tell una can't tell me say what. Even if they move this other man, no they can you feel imagine una see una self. I even go as far as for tell una say una use a lady. Not true. You feel use a lady, the lady no be so too good, but he heart not go be as so strong like man picking heart. He go even fear. He go thief not true. Or he go even bring mismanagement not true. But he not go worse like a man. At least it go be better. We need Gerald, they call it geronto craft what leadership. Gerontocracy. We not try for bring in women. If other men they don't fail una. And then if una do against it and say that man tattoo, una fit managing a woman, una manage it. Which be una problem? Which be una problem with surrogacy? Why una feel wicked on we for the extent? Which be wrong with una? So una really crossing una water then so go land for that place. Nothing no enter on our brain. No impact. Not just nothing. So all we fit expect am for na can build una small story building around for hotel, all these things. Now all that we will fit ever expect from una. Nothing again. Oh my God. Master, sorry. Eh? If not with this struggle, no for no so una dey. Una not get used. Una not really get used. That be clear.
Comrade Nelson, thank you, my comrade, for your message where you don't live in here. It be mixed. It get good points and it get bad points. Again, you don't get into the generalization we're not like. First of all, that thing where the talk say the problem is there for diaspora, not there for ground, now a big lie. And at the deceit, if you there for down, now that kind of thing where people they always point finger now for the other side. No man, no one look inside. If you're there for ground, all this thing where they expect from diaspora, why you not for doing for down? They fight there for down. If we not for down, be really uphold which way the claim say we not they do for down there. That's where I go get which kind of impact. My comrade, which kind of impact diaspora it go get if we not for ground be there the community where the claim say we not there. Now who the worker kill people? Who the worker shoot other defense forces? When person is there for camp, it return shoot he picking them. Now diaspora. When camps they come on go fight the other camps, now diaspora my comrade. When diaspora they gather money, they send them for down there. When they take and go be when houses, now diaspora. When diaspora buy stick then game, may they go fight enemy. When I take and turn kill families for the very people they send when these things. Now diaspora my comrade. Here the way you talk the thing with a lot of anger. You fit on that anger small look inside. Me use that with the anger, it move una, me motivate una for do the thing una get for do. Why be say when I get all this calm them for down? Why? Just so you go know, always sabi, say none of these camps they really be owned by any of these people they claim for own them for outside. Because they come then, so when they hire them, give them money, they go do the transaction, come back. We sabi well. We sabi how many of them will are Republic agents, where you do call them parliamentarians, senators and all whatnot, how many and members of government for beer. We know how many of them they pay these people for down. May they leave them silent or outrightly just pay them for go against themselves. The truth now say the reason we spoil this work and which way don't happen for down. When we start this work away, all voices in the bushes, they will be focused on this struggle and the enemy will be the make great strides, will be the work go far away, despite the bad leadership we get them for diaspora. But when people they learn for use these very tools for kidnap, take ransom, the work start spoil even when people start walking away from the fight. And here they can't tell we have a diaspora. I think say you don't completely fail for that side. That your evaluation for that side, you don't fail. Thing with me, I don't talk now say the idea of people they talk say, oh, we found this fight over for somebody for ground. Me, I don't talk my own. I say, if you want to end the fight quick, send them for down because Bia go reach down very easily. You go reach them very easily, and you go stop them. Once you don't catch the head, you cut them. You know, say you don't cut them.
So this war now it be useless. We don't fight go reach for our limit. The fighting for ground zero it that evolve. Boy, they now they fight now for their money. The economic interest, they don't take over the fighting. Now they dictate what will happen, not be the leader for diaspora. When I ask Ayabacho again, once again, why is the road of Bengui, Bamenda blocked? Ordered by him. Because they're the only using for using. The intelligence service of ground zero, they're the only using and using. Or it to take your money for the petrol money where they enter for ground zero. Because they don't offer me 3 million. We are not fools. I've worked with them. And I can testify to what they are doing and the mafia going on there. Their conduct on the ground is showing you exactly what is going on there. Our people should not be fooled or deceived by those who seek relevance and scavenging for relevant material in ground zero. We, the Amazonian people, our internal dynamic, the hatred and the primitivity that we have displayed have made it not possible for us to coordinate any meaningful fight against Cameroon military. We are not winning, we are losing. The United Nations is not coming. The world do not recognize us. The world don't want us, they don't want to recognize us because of all these things. And we must take it seriously. We must take it seriously because it is our people who are dying. We cannot do the same thing again even for 2 years. 2 years we cannot do it up to 2 years, even if we want to. It is time for us to end this war.
So when I don't listen to that back and forth inside the Amber terrorist WhatsApp group, wait till I pick them from there. Because wait where me are here. Now say the Amber terrorists, they talk now like countryman. They talk exactly what way me I be don't tell them since 2018. Now not them, they acknowledge them unequivocally without even an attempt for twist them, for lie, or for cover the Amber terrorist atrocities them. They tell una how the Amber terrorists they kidnap people them on the ground. No be me I talk. They tell una how they thief money, how the money where they be contributed abroad, you know, they go on the ground. They tell una about the wickedness of the Anglophones. When I think that this way, me, I be don't tell una since 2018. And at that time, when I be talk, when I say, oh, countryman be radical, oh, countryman are this, countryman no generalize. Listen, now because me I know what they talk about now, my detractors, the enemies, the opposition, they don't go round and round. They don't come meet up me exactly for the position where me I be there since I studied Black Legism 2018. Now them they can't confirm and for una. Say it is so. Anglophones the wicked. The wicked. Now them they can't confirm and for una about the disunity. Now them they can't talk about the impact of social media for their so-called revolution, the negative impact. And now who bring about the negative impact? Now we, the Black Legs, will assemble for social media for 2018, 2016, 2017. They will get a monopoly for social media, especially for Facebook and WhatsApp forums them. They will intimidate people them, they will threaten people them, they will raise money, they will radicalize people them, they will make people they angry, and all of those things them. From 2018, we don't work slowly but meticulously and hard work. It don't produce this result. Where when I say I'm now, they confirm and for when I say social media don't can show una the colors, the true colors of the Anglophones, the wickedness. Social media don't can expose the Anglophones them, the wickedness, their true colors, the ineptitude, the disunity. So once again, I explain and say, now is the right time for hold such an Anglophone conference because ambassador terrorism has been destroyed. This is the state of ambassador terrorism, where even the staunch, hardcore amber terrorists they don't come to the same conclusion with countryman EBCM since 2018. For 2024, no now we they go advocate for one Cameroon. Now the same amber terrorists they tell when I say they don't lose. They tell when I say they get less than 2 years of relevance left, and they try by all possible means for make hay while the sun shines, for try for beg Cameroon government for any kind of dialogue, any kind of negotiation. So when they don't start to declare cessation of hostilities, they beg for devolution and autonomy. All of those things, not because they want for be in that position, now because they have no choice. Now because we don't take away all the leverage where they get them, and the leverage it be been at the noise makers the way they be carry guns on the ground, like so-called General Alaji for Bafut, the smelly carcass for Guzang Efang, Oliver 33 Expo, No PT, 10 Kobo, Transporter for Fako, and all the other ones they were are not even. I mean, when I remember Bitacola, when I remember Ayeke, when I remember Fonte Lucas, Cross and Die for Mancon, all of those ones them we don't kill them. So-called FMs are gone. We don't take away the noise, the voice where they be things that they get them, the chips, the leverage where they be things that they get them. We don't take them away. And that is the solution to Ambazona terrorism. We kumkumize them until they reach a point where they accept defeat. And when they hear that they talk like this inside their WhatsApp forums, them now because they don't accept defeat, because they can no longer lie, they can no longer cover up for those terrorist atrocities, they can no longer even pretend that what is happening is not happening. When you hear their language, they not even talk say their revolution did die. They tell you how it don't already die. Listen to the words where them they use them.
The truth now say the reason we spoil this work and which way don't happen for them. When we start this work away, all voices in the bushes, they will be focused on the struggle and the enemy. Will be the make great strides, will be the work go far away, despite the bad leadership we get them for diaspora. But when people they learn for use these very tools for kidnap, take ransom, the worker start spoil even when people start walking away from the fight.
We are not winning, we are losing. The United Nations is not coming. The world do not recognize us. The world don't want us, they don't want to recognize us because of all these things. And we must take it seriously. We must take it seriously because it's our people who are dying. We cannot do the same thing again even for 2 years. 2 years we cannot do it up to 2 years, even if we want to. It is time for us to end this war.
Inside their WhatsApp forums, them they talk say, wait, don't destroy our revolution, because they are accepting the reality that it has already been destroyed. These are not my words. Now the terrorists, they talk them. They talk exactly what we me have since 2018. So they point again as the Anglophone conference can hold now and will be successful because Ambazona terrorism has been destroyed. Once again, another point where it be important now for understand say the Ambazona terrorism was a necessary evil. It be being necessary for the Anglophones them for carry out this self-inflicted destruction and self-inflicted suffering. It was necessary for get these kind of people them to this position where they in today, for their language for change, for the way it day today, for them for realize all these things the way they verbalize them today, the wickedness of the Anglophones, the division amongst the Anglophones, the incompetence, the ineptitude, and the thievery, the corruption, Anglophones killing Anglophones, Anglophones destroying Anglophones. This was necessary. It be been an itch where Anglophones they be need for scratch them. Anglophones they don't always the itch say they want for fight Cameroon government. They want for show say them day. Now they don't show them and they don't fail. Now it be possible now for path the way for the people the way they believe in the force of argument, because the argument of force it don't fail. It don't totally and completely fail. So this is the time when Anglophones they come together, they deliberate on the Anglophone problem and then they come up with solutions. This is the time. The time is right because Ambazona terrorism has been destroyed. Any time before that, it would never have worked, and it be evident because His Eminence, Reverend Cardinal Tumi, it be try, and Dr. Simon Munzo, it be been an initiative, and the Reverend, the clergy, the Cardinal Tumi and other clergy, they take up that mantle. But now who sabotage them? No be Cameroon government. Now so Anglophones, because at that time, the argument of force people, the way they be believe in carrying guns, it be prevail. Because they be still get some shit, no white blast the way they be there on the ground where they carry guns. They run around making that noise. So they be things say so they go fit cause impact inside Cameroon government or change or cause an effect within the makeup of the political system for Cameroon with guns. But it don't be proven to them. Say, as a matter of fact, they don't take us backwards more than a decade or 2 decades. Because when I be even complete, even just police or gendarme corruption, where they collect 500 for corner road, in 8 years, when I not be able to stop just that, then what impact has carrying those guns brought to the Anglophones? If not for just take us backwards, for kill Anglophones, them, extort money from them, and then expose the Anglophone incompetence, ineptitude, wickedness, and disunity. That is all the Ambazona terrorism has exposed, and that is what it has brought to the Anglophone. So, the Anglophone conference, it be possible now because Ambazonia terrorism has been defeated. But I go play the next audio. Make una listen. I'm not also audios the way they come out from Amber World, where I go explain for una. Continue for explain the same thing. This one now na a different forum, na exactly the same conversations the way they get them inside their forums them. Una listen, my country people them.
Una go talk for social media so you see social media, see WhatsApp group, we go talk. Me, my own na unity, I get for talk. Cardinal for the right track, I know them for leader. Una go talk so una go tire. Una go talk every day. Una punish me. God go punish una every day. Una go remove audio every day. Una go una punishment that.
So I want just talk say you get the last opportunity for a line. I the one call on all southern Cameroonians. I mean people the way they be claim yesterday say they want free Ambazonia. Una come on, go left, go right. And them they can't fool and say they will bring firepower, they will bring hurricane, they will bring $1 million donors, they will do so. I ever say will bring Norwegian professors, they will bring a Norwegian professor, will bring US German led talks them. They take when I go left, they take when I go right, they take when I go everywhere. Everywhere. Nothing to show. They carry when I go for Canada, nothing to show. All those things.
Sako we don't we na all and all. Who say would they no? Well, when I leave people they talk, when I leave noise to UN. Sako we na God, na Jesus, na Sako be everything. Without Sako, nothing no go happen. Sako na everything. We don't reach Tico. UN, we never reach Tico. Una no. I don't wake up back for now. I be sick at all. Now this trip so una go come down can kill me. Fine. Now this trip now come down can kill me where. Sako we na ye be all and all. Na ye be president. No other president again, Mr. UN. Usa we day. I will give una back to back now. Holy Ghost fire. Usa we day. We don't reach Chico. UN. We don't reach Chico. Sako na God. Sako na Jesus. Sako na the highest leader. Sako na everything. I am filled with the Holy Ghost by Sako Ekome, president of Southern Cameroon. Are we in Tico? Are we in Tico? Oh no, I'll give una back to back, all of you. Every day, as soon as una no one come together. So when they can ask me question, yesterday, Julius say, can you do ADF do so? Batibo no go up. Oh, Batibo calm down. Boys and come La Republic. Una hi. The kind of thunder we go start the strike una inside una bed them, inside una room una the year una more for una uti una woman then. Una say una no one come together no. Una no one come together no. No problem. Time when una eyes go one open, it go don't be late. It go don't be late. I mean late as in late. Una tisa some of una go close to avoid them. The free people, free-minded people. No group, no leader, no president, no nothing. It there for a flag and an anthem and for the refugees and for the fighters and for prisoners. Una say una go kill. Una say una go lock a voice, may not talk. The way forward is unity. Come together. That's all. Una like una do jigija enter your foot, you move and tomorrow you throw away. Jigija, how they call her? Jiga foot. Jiga enter your foot, you move and you throw away. You know, clean that area. You know, wipe that area fine so that make the bacteria and die. Tomorrow you still pass the jiga go still enter your foot. It must still enter. So una punishment. I say una get for the talk every day. Stand for una leaders, they are back, and una presidents, they are back. Nothing will change. If we don't come together, Amber will fight for 80 years. Amber story will be the highest war in the world till everybody go finish. And there will be a time, all these fighters, they go tire. There will be a time they will tire. Then they will leave the gun for down. go them. Check, now how long now una the recruit. Una don't think that one. Una did the fight power. Una get 2 fighter, 3 fighter, backbone, 15 fighter. Hey, Sako, 20 fighter. Hey. The Holy Ghost in me this morning. Hey. Now una tutu I fighter una come on, I go to make the one don't bomb the one, the one don't bomb the one. That is not the solution. The one don't bomb the one, they don't fight for the one don't do so. It's not the solution. That is not the solution. The solution is one voice, one amber, one resources together, all of us. One voice, one people. That is the solution. If una like, una go take Mongo Bridge, turn them upside down. It's not the solution. Una dissolve that una team, them una call on groups and leaders. Dissolve it very fast. Because we don't talk in all manners, una no one year. So na amber to amber, as it pain me, may it pain una too. Una dissolve that nonsense. I think I'm very clear. Julius, I'm clear. Dissolve it. Dissolve the egg of sea. Dissolve all that useless things you people call leaders and president. Dissolve it.
I the one call on all southern Cameroonians, I mean people where they be claim yesterday. Where they be claim say they want free Ambazonia. They be this this. They fight for their people. Do so. When I don't wake up, when I deviate. When I come out, go left, go right. And with them, they can't fool. When I say they will bring firepower, they will bring hurricane, they will bring $1 million donors, they will do so. I ever say will bring Norwegian professors, they will bring a Norwegian professor, will bring US German led talks them. They take when I go left, they take when I go right, they take when I go right, they take when I go left, they take when I go everywhere. Nothing to show. They carry when I go for Canada, nothing to show. All this thing. Now, even some of you people, when I wake up, the remnant, the way we call and say candy remnants. That candy for conchaf. For fufu con candy, yes. Maybe not they talk that one where they remove our milk candy. When I still can't shit down. When I there for inside Ambazonia government. When I they go talk with Chris and with them, when I they talk to me, they go from different ABC forum with them, may they not draft for federal draft, may they not do so, may they not follow president, may they move the post of vice president, so that tomorrow they will talk say they don't want post of president, may they move all these kind of things. So all those things them, we know, we see when I find. Say Ambazonia na abstract, independence na abstract, so. Now.
So some person also ask me, say, countryman, for that collage where you make him, I no see this person in the picture, I no see that one. So one they talk say parliamentarians no day for day, senators no day for day, they say ex-combatants, Clovis no day for day. That is going into the nitty-gritty and going into the woods. First of all, I don't put Bell to the picture for day. He represent all ex-combatants them, okay? Of course, parliamentarians go there for the 1 or 2. No mean that all parliamentarians, all senators, and 1 or 2, they go there for represent their own organization and association. The way a conference like that go hold, it go get delegates, it go get representatives them. And when I feel see for there for the collage where me I make them, for instance, the very first picture I put on for day, now the fun of Bambalang, okay, now the president of the House of Chiefs for Northwest, okay. I also put from Mukete, a picture for day, okay, because these are traditional rulers where they hold the customs. They are the custodians of our culture. They get that authority will be vested in them by ancestral blessings for talk on behalf of our people, okay. I don't also put civil society and the clergy. You get imams or the religious leaders then because they get the moral authority for talk on behalf of the Anglophone population because now them be the custodians of the moral fiber of the society. And then you get the politicians, then people then like his Excellency Chief Dr. John Gute, when a traditional ruler by his own right, And then again, even at the head of government, imagine if you get a caliber of people like that. The minister of the interior, territorial administration, the minister of the exterior, external relations. We be lucky, say the minister for external relations and the minister for interior, the territorial administration. Now both Anglophones, both Northwest people them. Okay, one come out for Akum, the other one come on for Old Town, Bamenda. Okay, and then Prime Minister, na person where it come out from Dian. So imagine, say you get all of these people there, Minister Fu Callistus them, Minister Acha Rose, and all of these people them with their powers and authority and their round stamp. If they endorse something, then that thing can be implemented. I might tell you now some golden opportunity where we get them. President Paul Biya, he be give the powers for hold the grand national dialogue to two people them, where one person, the prime minister and head of government, and the person where he be assistee, na the minister for external relations, Minister Felix Bayu, when a Bamenda man, and the prime minister, Nandian man, those two people them, now them be forefront for the grand national dialogue. Now, opportunity that way Anglophones they get them where they misuse them as usual. Okay, those two people they get enormous powers for influence where the president is do as far as the Anglophones they be concerned. Yes, I understand people they talk today. So some politicians and the Anglophone politicians them they be unwilling for participate in those kind of things and whatnot. Yes, they are politicians. They have interests. And no politician has a permanent enemy or a permanent friend. You just need to identify their interests and work along those interests and work with them. At the end of the day, do you want to have a conference with resolutions and a policy that will never be implemented, or do you want to have a conference with resolutions and positions that will be implemented? That is the question. Do you want something that can actually gain traction and actually be implemented and actually cause impact to people's lives and change lives? Or do you just want to be aggrieved? Do you just want to exercise anger? For sure, say we get problem. Yes, I don't vex, I don't go me. At the end of the day, you want to implement the decisions and the positions that come out of that dialogue. You want it to be implemented. So you need the people in positions of power that can cause that implementation and that can cause that change. So in order for any person to think about implementing this kind of policy, this kind of Anglophone conference or whatever, it has to be inclusive and it has to have this plurality. I make a underscore that plurality when we talk about. For example, you need for include all the different sectors and all the different walks of life. If all of them, maybe not all, but at least 70 to 90% of those people they be represented, and then now whatever policies or decisions or declarations that come from that conference, you can then say they are coming from the Anglophones. This is what the Anglophones have said. But so far, we haven't done that. So far, some individuals in the Njangi house claim that they speak for Anglophones, claim that they are more Anglophones than other people. And you're not. For example, in the days of the lawyers and teachers, I mean, with all due respect, Barrister Agbobala, if they talk on behalf of the lawyers them for his small Njangi house way, they put you as the leader for the Njangi house. If they talk on behalf of Anglophones, who mandate you? Who give you the power and the authority? Okay, you don't get no legitimacy for talk on behalf of Anglophones. You be Anglophone, yes. You get the right for talk as an Anglophone, yes. And he get the right for represent himself and his opinion, yes. But he don't get no mandate or authority for talk on behalf of Anglophones, or he doesn't represent all Anglophones. You should understand that. So when you get, for example, person like the Lawyers Association is send a representative or send a candidate or a delegate. The teachers representative, the teachers union, whether they're primary and secondary, and then you get the Okada union, the taxi union, okay, the traders union. You get the ex-combatants, they send their own representatives. You get members of the Anglophone members of parliament, they send a representative or two. You get the senators, they send representatives or two. You get the mayors, they send representatives. You get the House of Chiefs. You get the Northwest Regional Assembly. You get the Southwest Regional Assembly. They send their own representatives. You get traditional rulers and the custodians of our culture. They send representatives. You get all these different walks of life, all these different individuals. Them, if 70 to 90% of them assemble, because Mateuna, it no go ever be 100%. Now, why that way for democracy? We talk about majority carries the vote. In order for succeed in a democratic society, all where you need now 50% plus one. It means that if you don't get 50% of the vote, you only need one other human being for vote for your side, you win. Only majority carries the vote. Okay, if you get 49.9% of the other ones, then they lose, because for life it not be possible for get 100% for abide or for follow the same strategy or the same road where you follow them. It not be possible. So make we not even waste our time for try. Okay, no be possible. So if you fit get 60, 70, 80% of the Anglophone community for a line behind you, that's all. That's all you need. Then you go ahead. So the next question you go ask yourself now, say, wait them like the Ambazona terrorists them for fall behind this plan. Simple. Majority. When they themselves understand now, say they've been a minority, when they themselves know that they will be crushed, when they themselves know that they have been defeated, they no go get no choice than to join the winning team. So, like I talk, if you don't really get 70 to 80% of all walks of life in the Anglophone zone, they line up behind this plan. All man they anticipate say it go work. They anticipate that it look say success, peace, and all of these things them they go happen. All man go fall behind that plan, and it go be at that time now way. Papa them, mommy them, civil society them, reverend fathers them, catechists them, lawyers, teachers, barristers, all man for Anglophone zone, journalists. Journalists, they be very important, because now they go take this message, they spread them, all man hear them. They go talk, they go inside villages them, do sensitization campaign. All that picking they will come out for bush. The one way they don't come out, they kill them. Now the solution that, and then the noisemakers, the way they want, we talk say the one for carry gun, they don't will be nowhere to be found, because they go don't kiki them for the level way. The few one the way they remain, they go run. And then now the path, the path it could be clear now for the people the way they be the one for talk properly, talk about peace, seriously talk about the Anglophone problem, then they could go ahead. We could get the clear path now for fit do that, for fit discourse. Okay, but so far Anglophones they never unite under one purpose. All the traditional rulers them, all the mayors them, and all the politicians them, and all the civil society and all the trade unions them, they come together as one body with power. They don't just back, they don't just make noise like this so-called how they call again, the so-called consortium. Who are they? Who formed them? Who do they represent? They don't represent even 25% of the Anglophone population, but they can't claim upon themselves, say they talk on behalf of all Anglophones, and see how it turned out. What's how they did today? And what results did they bring us, except for Ambazona terrorism, where it don't come now, can they instead kill the Anglophones them, where they claim say they want to protect them. They don't kind of kill the Anglophones them instead. So the reality now say wait, plurality it be needed. Plurality means say wait, no one Anglophone be more important than the other Anglophone. Okay, where you don't consider all these sectors, all these walks of life, all of them, especially our political elites, where they inside the Cameroon government, lure them, convince them, cajole them for support the initiative, make them participate, make them be part of the initiative. And then now those kind of people, they go make sure say whatever resolutions and policies and statements or whatever it be arrived at from that conference can be implemented. Without them, nothing will be implemented. So what's the point? So you can go and talk amongst yourself, and the reason that way the Anglophone General Conference 1 and 2 failed, because they could not implement the policies that they declared. And also remember, say it will be necessary for Ambazonia terrorism for happen in order for this kind of initiative for fit succeed. Ambazonia terrorism, it was bound to happen. Like I don't explain for now, you know, if it satisfy people the way they not first even know what way they want. In Amongst the Anglophone population, you will get a radical voice where they don't always want for carry guns for challenge the Cameroon state. They've always wanted to do that. And for Anglophone General Conference 1 and Anglophone General Conference 2, the voice of reason, the people, the way they will talk about the argument of force, they be overcome the way they will talk about the force of argument. So in order for pacify them, that one of the reasons that way the Anglophone General Conference will be failed for 1 and 2. But this time around, if the Anglophones they hold a conference, there will be no voice of the radicals the way they want violence, because they have already tried it and they have failed. So the people, the way they talk about the argument of force, they don't try them. They don't carry the guns, them, right? What have they achieved? They don't instead take we Anglophones them backwards like a decade. So the people, the way they will talk about carrying guns or whatever, it be being necessary for them for play their hand, for them for play that card, for them for carry the guns them. Because all along they will talk say, oh, we not no work because we never carry the gun. We not never work because we no carry the guns. Now when they don't carry the guns and they don't fail, now the right time this way Anglophone conference, if it hold and if it produce results. The other two way they don't hold and no produce no results. Now because the radicals them, they will get a big voice. But now the radicals they no go get no voice because you have played your card. When I don't show on a hand, when I don't carry the guns them right, how market pass, when I fail. So now the people the way they get they talk about the argument of force, they don't lose. Now that the force of argument it will prevail. The force of argument now need for play hand. They need for come together now, convene themselves, and use all the tools and strategies the way me I don't put down for this audio and for this video, they will succeed. But it will take a lot of time and it will take years, even for this kind of conference for come to fruition, if at all. So with that said, I hope say I don't answer all my questions then. Now my thoughts, now my opinion, and I remain steadfast in my fight against Ambazonia terrorism. Ambazonia terrorism must be destroyed, must be crushed. Anglophone crisis now a totally different thing, and those two must be separated. Anglophone crisis is about fighting for the rights of Anglophones. Ambazonia terrorism is criminality where they feed on the Anglophone agitation and then they cause more harm and more pain to the Anglophones them. Kidnapping for ransoms, raping, stopping children from going to school, that is not fighting for Anglophones. That is instead destroying Anglophones. And that's why Ambazonia terrorism must be defeated. And the Anglophone conference can only work now that Ambazonia terrorism has been beaten. They have been defeated to a level where they just be now noisemakers on Facebook. Now the right time this for fit convene that kind conference. You fit convene them anywhere in the Anglophone zone because Ambazonia terrorists have been pacified, and now they only get pockets of armed bandits where they go make noise, and yes, every now and again, even a broken clock can tell the right time. But for totally and completely pacify and just totally eradicate this nonsense, this kind of conference need for happen. And if we now want the buy-in from the political elites, then do the hard work. No shit don't forget the things they so. Now some person where it don't already get a position, it don't already reach level for cabinet minister inside Cameroon government. It don't achieve the highest height where if you don't ever fit imagine for your career and for your life. So right now you need it, nobody you need you, right? So make we understand say now we, the Anglophone population, the civilians, them, we where would die on the ground. Now we need them. They don't need us. That is the truth. They don't need you for voting. It be appointed by the head of state for work, for achieve the head of state ye mandate or ye job role where he give ye. Okay? So the ministers then for your own day, they be appointed by President Paul Biya. They don't need your vote. They never ever ask for your vote. So I mean you vote for them because you don't vote for them. You need to vote now for parliamentarians and senators and mayors. You need to vote for ministers then. So if now want their support, you have to earn it. You have to go to them and you have to consider their political interests, because that is how world politics works, not just for Cameroon. Everywhere in the world, now so politics it work. Consider their interests. Make sure say those interests they be satisfied and they be met. If you go for discuss one person and for go take and you give nothing, then there is no incentive for you for even entertain you. There is no incentive for you for even grant you audience. It not be obliged to grant you an audience. You feel can't run for your office from 1st to 31st, it no go ever see you. But it day for that same office, it can office every day. So now it be incumbent upon the Anglophones them, if not be genuine, and not be serious about resolving the Anglophone crisis. I don't tell una this is the only formula that will ever work. No white man, European, American, or whatever nonsense, we don't prove them to una. Say the European Union, the African Union, the United Nations, they don't get no influence for impact the Cameroon government policy as far as the Anglophone crisis be concerned. When I don't carry the guns them, turn the kill now, when I people them, what do you want the international community to do? Just sit there and laugh at you. And that's what they've been doing for the past 7 or 8 years. So if now want to be serious and solve the problem, this is the formula. This is the only solution. When I need for start lobbying, it will take at least 1 year for even get anywhere close to about 3 or 4 cabinet ministers them for sign on to this program. After that, maybe another 1 year before such a conference, if it happen. So you're looking about 18 months to 24 months. If we not be serious and if we not do the hard work, and if we not do them, then the status quo is fine. The Cameroon government is not just comfortable. It's, as a matter of fact, CPDM don't win every single parliamentary and senatorial seat in the Anglophone zone. So what is the incentive? As a matter of fact, the status quo as things are right now, it benefit na CPDM, it benefit na the Francophones, it benefit na the political elite, it benefit na the wealthy people and the kidnappers, the way they kidnap na for bush, collect ransom. So the ball is in your court. If you think, say, you really want to solve the problem, then you know what to do. And I call on the civil society authorities, I call on the religious leaders, the traditional rulers, and any other good, well-wishing person where it want to see the Anglophone problem solved and ambassador terrorism stopped once and for all, for do what you need to do. And this is all, and this is everything, and this is the only solution. Anything other than this will not work. I tell you now, it will not work. I tell you now from experience. Thank you plenty my country people them.
Really, when I say win, I'm thinking of myself as an Anglophone. I thought in my conclusion, in listening to the interventions of Anglophones, I arrived at the conclusion that they were not saying the same thing, and that they did not really know what their problems were. The problems were not clearly defined. So I thought that it would be good for the Anglophones to meet and define clearly and as objectively as possible what their grievances against the central administration are. And that is why when I met a Monzo that I've known for quite some time and who has international experience, I called him and we spoke together. And he accepted to be a sort of secretary if I convene, if I propose, the idea of a third Anglophone